So I'm going to look for an agent in Northampton, and we're going to give them a call and ask them this question. So you can really see how simple this truly is to get your outcome. So I'm just going on Google to get my information. Northampton is not an area that I invest in, that I haven't invested yet. There is a lot of people in the Real Life Tribe that I know have invested here. So we know it is an area that works, but we're going to work it out for ourselves. So all you're going to do is put Northampton lettings agents. Is this simple or what? I just want to find a number for a letting agent, okay? Because I want to know about rental income first. So Northampton letting agents. Does anybody already invest in this area? So you might know some of these agents that we're going to call. So we can try Hart. Okay, so we're just going to call them.
Thanks for calling Hart. Press 1 for sales and 2 for lettings.
So we're just going to call them and ask them the question.
Wait while I transfer your call.
Thank you for calling Hart. My name's Steve. How can I help?
Oh, hello. Is that Steve, did you say?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Hi, Steve. My name's Trisha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Steve, I'm just basically having a look at the area to buy some investment properties for rental income. And I just want a bit of advice if you can.
Yeah.
So, for example, if I would bring you a house tomorrow that you could rent tomorrow, where would it be and what would it look like?
So like the sort of most commonly rented out or sought after property, is that what you mean?
Absolutely, yeah. And what style? So is that on the rental strategies, buy to lets, anything for houses of multiple occupancy as well, things like that. So yeah, any help you can give me, Steve, would be absolutely amazing.
Okay, so with the HMO scene,
write this down. Anything that he says.
The council are doing their best, but there's quite a lot of illegal HMOs, and obviously they're able to offer a discounted price because they're not paying the council's fees, etc., and not doing things correctly. So they can offer.
You can send me a list of all of those. I'll take them all.
Yes, they're offering them to the prospective tenants quite cheap. So the housing market, the private rented, the working professionals have got a lot of choice. So if you were bringing a HMO to the market, doing everything correctly, you could be marketing it for sort of $550 a room, $500 a room with bills included.
So £550 per month per room. And what would the room look like for it to achieve that figure? How big would it need to be?
It would have to be nice and clean and tidy. Quite a modern room. Anything less than that, you'd probably be looking at about 400. But what I'm saying is it's quite saturated because you've got people that are doing it without the cost of the license and things like that.
Which is illegal. So we don't want to compete with those anyway. Okay, great. So £550 per month for a double ensuite room, would you say? Or just a double?
Yeah.
Have you achieved £550 for a room without its own bathroom, just a shared bathroom?
So I've been with Hart since October, but I dealt with student rooms for 4 years with another company.
Yeah.
And we've done some working professional. We did some working professional properties as well, and yes, we did achieve those.
Brilliant, that's amazing. So, in order for me to get a double or a double ensuite room that achieves £550 a month, what areas should I be looking at, Steve, for my properties to buy? So, what are the areas that I would achieve that in?
So, town centre is
Excellent.
key. If you can get it close to town centre, then that's bigger a benefit. Also,
Excellent.
the units seem to be quite large in town centre.
Okay.
If you get a chance to have a look at anything on Hazelwood Road,
Hazelwood Road. Do you know what the postcode is for that? Like what I can
NN1 1 Lima Alpha.
So November 1 Lima Alpha.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. And Any more?
That's right next to the
Write
Dungate.
this down. Anybody that wants to invest in this area?
There's quite a lot of businesses there that have been converted into houses, and the rooms on them are huge, and quite easily able to with a bit of creativity, get en suites on each room. I have seen that on number 20 Hazelwood Road. They had 6 rooms, all en suite, over 4 floors. Really quite nicely done, actually. That's probably the model I would say.
Okay.
You would be looking at. So nice and tidy inside, with en suites, bills included, just under 600 a month. Yeah.
So you're saying town centre, and then this within sort of a mile or up to 3 miles from this Hazelwood Road or town centres would be good?
Yeah, Abington is a more popular area as well for normal residential, but you have some certain roads in Abington that are like premier roads, roads like Sandringham Road, King Edward Road. You've also got Abington Avenue down the bottom end near the cricket ground. They're quite large inside, and Wellingborough Road's got some big units as well.
So is that more you're saying for buy-to-let strategy, more professional lets as opposed to HMOs in those areas?
No, so I'm saying that they're nicer houses, and if you rented them out to a nice family, they're big. You're looking just under 1,000 for the rent for those.
For how many bedrooms?
They're quite big. 3 beds.
So for a 3-bedroom house, just under 1,000 or around 1,000 for a family in Abingdon areas, and what was the other one you said? Sandringham.
So Abington area, and then there was a couple of roads on there that I was naming: Sandringham Road, King Edward Road, and Abington Avenue.
You're amazing, Steve. Honestly. So, right, my next question would be, on the HMOs, so I only do ones with their own private facilities, bathrooms in the rooms anyway, because it's something I would want, so I give it to my tenants. If it had a kitchenette in there, so making it like a studio, how much more rent would you feel that we'd be able to achieve on the basis that then it's a more self-contained amenity, and they obviously don't have to be in a shared facility necessarily then?
Yeah, so I think that it would mean probably an extra 20 to £25 a month extra, but it means that it's going to be a lot more attractive to someone that they don't have to share a kitchen with someone. Same as what you were saying about a bathroom. A bathroom is a big down point for people that are sharing, but having their own kitchenette is a big plus.
You certainly don't want to see Big Tony walking down the corridor dropping his towel at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, definitely not.
Okay, amazing. And if you were to do flats, so again, with 1-bedroom flat, 2-bedroom flat for more professionals or even slightly low income areas, would you, again, you've said town centre and things, is that similar areas that you would look for?
On the Eastern District, which is your NN3, you've got...
So November 3, yeah?
Yeah, that's called the Eastern District. You've got quite a lot of properties that are low value, but still achieve quite a high rent.
Great. That's good for me as an investor.
Yeah, for a landlord, that's why they're quite keen and quite popular.
Yeah.
But the quality of the house, they're ex-council houses. If you can pick them up quite cheap, put a bit of low-level TLC in them to make them look nice, and just be on the understanding that the people that go for them are going to be sort of poorer incomes and things like that. But it does mean that you can still get a good rent from them. So in the Eastern District, just before Christmas, so while it was quite quiet, the landlord had bought one there, spent a bit of money on it. We put it on for $895, which was a little bit ambitious, but it was done to a very good standard. It's because of the Christmas and the people not being able to view as much because of the virus.
Yeah.
We did have to reduce it a little. We got $825 for it, for a 3-bed that he'd spent. It was just like, it wasn't in bad order, but it was just a coat of paint, doing the woodwork. I think he put new flooring in. So not a lot at all. Nothing structurally, nothing like new kitchen or bathroom. It just gave them a fresh look. So minimal in terms of the cost from purchasing it to getting it ready for the market.
Do you know how
But,
much? Do you know how much you purchased it for?
Second, sorry?
Do you know how much you purchased it for?
I don't know. I
No.
never actually asked him that question, but I was always quite keen to. I didn't want to offend him or anything like that because he's a multi-landlord of ours.
He
so,
might. He might love it to brag.
I know,
Like,
I know.
Steve, I got it for
should
this.
have. I said to him, I'll be honest, I chickened out of it. I'm going to wait for it to appear on Rightmove as previously sold in the road stuff.
So that's the
I'll find out
more. That's the more lower income areas. So in that case, then, if I was looking at near city centre, 6-bedroom HMO, mixture of ensuite rooms, mixture of some that are studios with their own kitchenette facilities.
Yeah.
I know you're in lettings, but sometimes, again, long-standing relationships or experience in other lettings firms as well.
There is a crossover, yeah.
Of selling fees. What kind of figure do you think that would be worth, that property, as a fully let, income-generating 6-bed, mixture of studios and obviously the double ensuite bedrooms? Do you know what kind of...
With HMOs, or if you had a unit with self-contained flats as well, or a mixture, you would do it on the commercial value. So if you were getting say you were pulling in 30,000 annually, the rough calculation is 10 times that value. But I would say between 8 and 9 times that value. You're talking about 300 to 290 to 300.
I love this guy.
Roughly speaking, because you'd be selling it to a landlord who would be taking on that income that's been generated.
Absolutely. Oh, Steve, and because you've been so amazing, do you, obviously you've got a sales team, I presume, because I've worked with Hart in other areas before. Do you have any properties that, based on the kind of things I'm looking at, that you think I may be interested in, that require improvement, that I could either convert into a HMO, or it's a total horrid thing right now and it needs renovating? And
to
be
get
made
out
more
to
of.
a single rent family,
Yeah, could you find out? I'm going to be available for the next 2 days to look at the numbers and review it, and then be able to get back with an offer, because I'm looking to take on, a lot more in my portfolio this year to add value. So
have you got stuff elsewhere? Have you?
Yeah, other areas, but this is a new area for me, so I'm completely brand new to this. But I know that this area works. So, and again, with all the advice you've given me, it's going to save time massively. If obviously you have properties that you're also selling that would match this kind of outcome. So if you have,
it makes it easier if you're purchasing, say, something that was ready to go, for example. If they had something that ticked the boxes for you, near completion with the seller's permission, we could start working on getting someone for you.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
If it's all in house, it's a lot easier. When there's another agent involved, it's you're kind of hoping for the professional courtesy from another agent. But if we're dealing with it,
what I'm
we can
looking
help
for is, it must be something that I can add value to. So I want to be able to make money on buying it for this, and then I can refinance it later at a higher value to pull my money back out, and then it can be an income-generating asset. Or I can fully let it with you and then sell it. So it could also be something like I can sell this business-generating asset, so it could become a flip as well. So a couple of options.
I know the sales guys will have landlords on their books looking for something like that once you've got that as well.
So if I give you my contact information, could you go to them? I don't have like a ceiling. If you've got 20 deals, I'm willing to look at every single one, and if they work for me, I'll buy them. So if you can
Okay.
either email me or it's probably best to email if it's more than 2 or 3 deals, so that I can obviously click on them, have a look, spec them out, do the numbers. If it's just one deal that literally immediately is like, oh, Trisha, this is brilliant, you're going to love this, then obviously just give me a call and we can discuss it. But I'll be available over the next couple of days, and it'd be amazing, Steve, if like we could work together and you can sell some and then potentially have another lettings client as well.
Yes. Yeah, no, exactly. I think that will work well. You seem very keen as well. So
yeah, 100%. I want to make money and make nicer places for people to live. So I'm just going to.
The questions that you're asking show me that you're not completely green to it at all. You've done this certainly before.
Oh, thank you so much.
You've done your research as well.
So if you have you got a pen and I can give you my information?
Yes.
Because then I could ring you back tomorrow, and obviously we could look at making some offers.
Yeah. Let me speak to Lewis on the sales side. Obviously, just speak about what we've gone into. See what he's got, because he'll know his stock and he'll know what will work for a landlord as well. Because
if you have a quick chat with Lewis now, I've probably got 15 minutes where I can review 1 or 2 deals and potentially we could get an offer agreed. So if you could speak to him and then just ring me straight back, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's as long as he's not out on a viewing or something. But yeah, I'll try and get hold of him now.
Awesome. Steve, thank you so much, you legend. I'll speak to you very soon.
What was your surname, Trisha?
Oh, it's Peg, P-E-G-G.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.
Give Steve a huge round of applause.